Neil, there's obviously a lot said externally when you get a disappointment like last weekend. What's it been like in and around training this week?
Yeah, I think it's natural to have disappointment. It's Sunday wasn't a pleasant day, that's for certain. But that's the industry, that's the game you're in. You have to overcome disappointment. You have to put that to the back of your mind and move on very quickly, and that's what we've done. Because with this game, you always get a chance to hopefully wrong a right, or right a wrong, should I say. And that's comes this Saturday, so hopefully we can do that.
Have you had a particular job to pick the players up at all?
Yeah, I think that's normal practice after a disappointment. That's on myself and the staff to set the standard, so to speak, in terms of how we lead the group. Which, yeah, that you find who you are in these moments. I think you find that inner resolve, and that starts from myself in the way that I lead the group and the staff, and then you're relying on your senior players as well and the good people you've got in the group. And as the days and hours pass by, you start to overcome that disappointment, start to look ahead, and clear your heads ready for the next challenge.
I mean, cup semi-finals are obviously always important. Do you feel it does take on an extra significance, maybe in the eyes of supporters, to try and make up for league disappointment?
For me, it's obviously just the next game, but we understand the importance of the game. We've had to work extremely hard to be in this position. We've earned the right to be here. We've had to overcome some difficult moments in this competition against tough opponents to be here. So we need to embrace this challenge. We're in a semi-final of the National Cup, and it's a great occasion, one we're really obviously looking forward to, and we know what's in front of us.
Do you feel you owe it to the supporters, O'Neill, after the disappointment of last week, to go there, win, and have a cup final at the end of the season?
We owe it to everyone. We owe it to ourselves, and it's about. I can only speak since I've been here, and I see a group that's improved. I won't let a disappointment or one performance or get in the way of what I think, how I feel about the group and where we're moving and the direction that we're moving in. So I have to keep a sense of perspective on things, which obviously in this industry with the emotion and the passion, and I get it. But I say I have to look beyond the here and now, but never obviously take my eye off the next game, which is obviously a hugely important one for us.
You talk about looking beyond the here and now. Surely reaching that Scottish Cup final, another day out for the supporters, would be that tangible success that you can show to them. The club is going in the right direction.
Yeah, at some point you want that to yeah, you've got to have evidence, if you like, of what you're working on and the things that you try to implement within the group. You then that's to be shown on the pitch. That's the game that we play. So we have to go and show it. There's no point talking about it. Actions speak louder than the words, but that's true. And on Saturday we have to go and deliver a performance that gives us the best chance of winning the game.
Just in terms of the supporters, it looks like you're set to have quite a few more thousand fans in Hampden than Aberdeen. Does that give you a big advantage?
And we have to use that to our advantage. Yeah, we have to use that, the emotion and the passion that will come from the stands. But that will start from us and how we perform. If the supporters see a performance in a team that are giving their all and playing in a certain way, in a certain manner, then we can feed off each other, and that can then be an advantage, because the energy that will be in the stadium, you hope that energy is all with us.
What has to change, Neil, to beat Aberdeen?
And scoring and taking our chances would help, because I would say that's been the difference in some of our games, that we haven't got results. We've created chances, good chances in lots of them games, and we haven't taken them, and that's on us as a group. But if we were clinical, then I think a lot of those results change, and we're probably talking differently than what we're talking now.
What have you made of Aberdeen in recent weeks? Because they appear to have come out of the huge dip that they had in some style.
Yeah, I think Aberdeen is a good, the opponent that we're playing is an example of, sort of the ups and downs of the season. They had a fantastic start, winning games left, right and centre. Then I think they went, was it 13 or 14, something like that, without winning. That's a considerable period of time of the season, but they've come through that and now they're in good form again. Last season, I know they had a sticky season. I think they finished in the bottom 6, didn't they? So it's just a period of time that you're in, and you have to have a strategy and a way of working and believe in what you're doing and follow the process. And that's what we'll do. That's what we'll continue to do. And hopefully we take a step forward on Saturday.
How's the squad looking?
Yeah, healthy, competitive. I'll have some difficult decisions to make. Even on the subs bench, we only get 8 instead of 9, so I'll be disappointing another player this weekend. But no, we're in good health and we're good to go.
So have you detected an eagerness from the players this week?
Yeah, I've
to right, as you say, right the wrongs.
I detect that the players have got a steely focus about them, and a determination to go and win an important game for the football club, and that's the feeling you want going into any game. And it might come down to fine details, fine margins. In my opinion, the game, it was just before I came in, Aberdeen away where we lost 3-2, could easily have won that game, and the 2 draws since, being obviously 50-50 games, but in my opinion we could have won both of them. We were obviously a kick away from beating them away from home, the last kick of the game, and that's the fine margins of football. We scored out and the points and we're in the top 6 and things are different.
It's been said a few times this season the team was lacked one of these statement wins.
Sorry, say that again.
It's been said a few times that the team has lacked a statement win this season. Do the players have the character to change that this weekend?
Yeah, I believe they do, yeah. I think, we've shown character in lots of games this season where we've been in sticky moments, either from coming from behind or a team equalising against us and we have to go again. So, yeah, I don't worry about the group. I don't worry about their honesty or their commitment. The biggest thing that's let us down in a lot of the games this season is not taking our chances. And that's got nothing to do with character. That comes down to our quality and composure, our decision making in front of the goal.
Does confidence play into the taking of chances as well?
I think naturally if you're in those situations and you don't take them, then it's human nature to feel like that. But again, you have a choice to make. What do you do? Not make the run, not put yourself in that position. The players who, the best players, they keep putting themselves there, and we have been there. We've created chances. We did last week, and we didn't take them. But if we do keep doing that, then I'm confident with the players that we've got here, and the ability that we've got that I see, then that will change.
Some new contracts for 2 of your youngsters this season. How important was that to you to tie their long-term future to the club?
Yeah, very much so, yeah, because 2 young players who have obviously come through the academy, we want to be a club that is promoting our own players and giving them an opportunity to play, if good enough. Both players have proven that they are good enough. And, yeah, for them to show their commitment to us and for us to offer those contracts and the length of contracts, I think is really important for both of them and for the football club.
There's obviously, as Jamie alludes to, this narrative developing about not winning big games being the statement win. Does that bother you? Is it a fair analysis of your time so far? Is it something you feel you need to change this weekend?
Does it bother me? No, not really. Is it fair? Well, you could say that because there's evidence of that. But I say it's a small sample size. I've only been here 6 months. If we're still talking like this after another lengthier period of time, The team's evolving. We have to keep moving forward. We have to keep showing progression, and I believe we have, and we're moving in the right direction. And if we keep doing that, then I firmly believe that the results in some of those games that you're probably alluding to will be different.
Obviously, there is a lot of frustration, disappointment on the back of missing the top 6, but you allude to the fact you see sort of brighter future in the longer term. What are you saying that's giving you the optimism that things are going in the right direction?
Our performances. Again, I can only say that since I've been here, I think we had 2 points after 11 games. We've accumulated a lot of points. If you said that in points per game, we'd be comfortably in the top 6 if I was here all season. But I wasn't, and the reason I am is because of what happened, and I can only deal with the here and now and the group that's in front of me, and I think we've shown progress. The next step is for us to go and take a big step forward on Saturday and progress to the final.